Behind every gym, there's a story, a mission, a spark of passion that started it all. This is Gymdesk Originals. Real owners, real struggles, and the communities they've built from the ground up.
Well, we made it, Brian.
Yes.
We're in sweltering hot Texas. We're in Austin.
Austin, Texas.
And East Austin, and it is hot, like really hot. But there's no smoke, because right now, apparently, at least Chicago appears to be full of smoke from Canada.
Canadian wildfires.
So is New York, where I live, as well, is full of Canadian. So at least I can breathe here, which is great. We're here to visit the bone-breaking East Austin Parlor Jiu Jitsu. So we're excited about it. Let's go take a look. Hi there. We're here to see William.
Yes.
Gymdesk.
I'm James, by the way.
Hi, nice to meet you. Alex.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you. Hey, Brian, nice to meet you guys. Hey everybody, I'm James. Welcome to the East Austin Jiu Jitsu Parlor. Give everybody a quick tour and show you everything we have to offer. So come in. There's always something that you can do here. We have a warm-up match where you can stretch, drill with the partner, do whatever you like. We have a strength and conditioning area over here where you're going to take strength and conditioning classes, as well as come in between and get your own workout in. Something awesome weights, machines, anything you might need. Over here is where we have our 2 bathrooms. We have 4 showers. We have 3 dressing rooms. Get you in and out as fast as you need. And everybody's favorite thing over here, we have a steam sauna. Come in anytime. You can use any of this stuff. And I'll take you around with cheers.
Wow, let's take a look. That looks like a great way to get ready for a roll.
Or a great way to recover from a roll.
Yeah.
We have our lounge area over here, so you can come in and just hang out if you'd like. Zoka beer or Gatorade on tap that we have.
Oh, nice.
And both free. You can just ask me, and no problems. I'll just give it right to you.
All right, great.
Video game machine with 3,000 games in it. So once again, always something to do here. Always ways to kill time. And up here is our jiu-jitsu space. One of the biggest spaces in Austin. Wonderful room here. Beautiful natural lighting. Great space. Always room to get as many rolls as you like. And you see here, everybody's getting ready for class. Well, always welcome to come in early. Get some rolls in with a partner. Once again, stretch, warm up. And that's the East Austin Jiu-Jitsu Parlor.
Nice. 3,000 square feet.
3,000 square feet.
That's amazing. Beautiful. Thank you very much for the tour.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool dressing. Yeah, thank you again for letting us come to train today. It's amazing. What an awesome space.
Told them like, dude, this is a lot of hours for this class, right?
Yeah.
We've been to a few classes now in a whole bunch of different places. He's been to more, but this is a community right here.
First year, too.
First year?
Yeah, we celebrate 1 year anniversary.
Holy moly! Congratulations, man! What a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is William Watts. Most people call me Bill. I'm the morning coach at East Austin Jiu Jitsu Parlor.
Hi, Vince Barbosa. I'm a coach at East Austin Jiu Jitsu Parlor with Bill here, opposite Bill. We opened about a year ago, and it's been great so far, kicking ass. We got voted best gym in Austin from the Austin Chronicle, local paper, and we've been featured on Flow Grappling, which is amazing, and
We are the local spot. We're the local spot.
You guys are in the spot.
Yeah.
William, so nice to come visit this place. I saw the video, Flow Grappling. It was amazing coverage. You guys were voted #1 jiu-jitsu place in Austin.
Not jiu-jitsu place.
Best gym
Oh,
in Austin, Texas. There's a
Excuse me,
lot of gyms in Austin, Texas.
that's a really
our jiu-jitsu gym won best gym in Austin.
wow.
Period.
That's you're like going above in categories, and that's amazing.
Transcending
Yeah,
the restraints of context.
yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure when we show why you won, and we'll show some of the footage of this place. It's quite impressive. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Awesome to host you guys. It's our privilege. Just like anybody that comes in to visit, we're stoked to have you guys. And it's really like we feel a privilege to host and show people what we've built here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's definitely something to be proud of. How did you envision this? Did you guys work together? Was it like, tell me about how that journey of, oh, we want 3,000 square feet up here, and you know the changing rooms, the showers, the kombucha on tap, like the whole. Like, tell me about that.
You want to take it away?
Yeah, we were talking about opening a gym. COVID times. Vince was living in Reno, training at Henzo Gracie Reno, and the gym that a few of us were affiliated with previously had closed, and we wanted to open a gym. And I was like, let's get a new small space. And Vince was like, nope, let's do a bigger space. Let's find the best space we can. And originally I was working in like health and wellness studios, like opening those. And I was like, we should not do that. We should get a small space and then expand. And he was like, well, I don't want to do that. We're going to go big or we're going to go home. And I was like, all right, that's cool. So then we toured a bunch of spaces all over Austin, or mainly on the east side. And we kind of had some pretty strict parameters on how big we wanted it. And then once that got settled, we're just like, what is everything anyone could ever want, you know? And then we put that in the spot.
Exactly. I think our goals of having a facility that's superior. So a lot of the jiu-jitsu gyms, especially not here in Austin, the capital of jiu-jitsu, essentially, don't have showers. That's a big problem. And it's not a place you want to like hang out at. So the things we wanted to create were a facility that's superior. In addition, we're including curriculum that's cutting edge and innovative and informal. So many places you go, it's like bow to your sensei and bow to the picture on the wall. We wanted to disintegrate that so that folks would have more fun training. And when you're having fun training, I think you learn faster. So an informal training experience in an excellent studio with superior technique, no one can compare.
Yeah, at the very least, if you're having fun, you want to go back, you know? And if you go back, you'll get better faster. Pretty simple formula, you know?
Yeah.
Difficult, not complicated.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, this class was full.
Simple, not easy. Very simple, not easy.
So this class was full. You've been open. Oh, and I don't even know what full means, but
29 we opened. So it's about 1 year now.
about 1 year.
About our 1 year anniversary.
And how did you, like, when you're opening, were you pre-selling memberships, or you just like, tell me about how that worked, and then how you just ended up here?
Yeah, we did a pre-sales campaign. We announced we were going to open the gym, and then we started collecting leads, and then we told the leads when we were going to be open about a month out. So my first job out of college, I opened a lot of health and wellness studios. We had like a pretty straightforward pre-sales campaign. And so we kind of just took from that playbook, but made it a little more fun and engaging. Like when we first announced we were opening a jiu-jitsu gym, we're like, here's our logo, here's some cool merch. If you want to buy these sick hats or these shirts, like you get it, you're on the list. And then we gave all the founders like a price that no one else will get, and we'll honor that price for the duration of our business's existence. No price will never change. This is like thank you to them. And it worked.
So basically you pre-sell like the early folks who decide to commit, their price is locked in
Forever.
Special price.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense. And you're doing some kind of math calculation based on capacity where I want to be, and the first X% will have this grandfather thing. Is that kind of how you calculated it?
More or less, you know, like, yeah. Like we capped like the number of people that could get it to like create scarcity and stuff. But then so many people wanted it. So we're like, oh, I guess you can be a founder too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if you just walk me through a little bit. So you pre-sell, you get going. It's probably not as full as it is now. And then, or was it? Were you pretty full right when you started?
Pretty full from the get-go. Like, I think we were hosting open mats end of July, and we had 20 to 40 people on the mats. Our morning classes regularly have like double digits. Noon regularly has like 15 and 20. The night classes, 30 plus.
Yeah, a customary jiu-jitsu studio in a regular spot may have 3 to 10 if it's busy. Yeah, we're definitely like attracting attention, garnering interest, improving our athletes, and just kind of kicking ass with the rate at which we're gaining participants.
That's awesome.
So love to shift and learn a little bit more about your background. I think you guys used to train together. I believe Vince, you went to Reno, was it?
Yeah, so I was in the military for a while. I was on in a special operations team. And when I got out, I moved to Austin. It was like 2013. I met Bill and some of our other training partners, and we were training in another spot. And eventually that place shut down due to some unexpected problems with the owner's health. And in addition, just some general problems that we ran into there. So I ended up moving away, and I went to Reno, Nevada for a while, up near Lake Tahoe. It's like northern Nevada, not Las Vegas. And ever since I was there, I think 4 or 5 years passed when we were talking about me moving back. We generated this idea to open up this spot, and Bill has been instrumental with his success in prior business ventures. And it just fell right into place with all of our partners having a specific role and everybody being intentional with their part they're playing here. And it's kind of just been kind of nearly perfect execution. Yeah.
Everyone's stud. In addition to Vince moving away, our other partner, Sean, he's the head of our strength and conditioning program. He's a physical therapist. He was the CrossFit coach at that gym, he went to physical therapy school at Waco, and then he moved to Chico for like his residency or whatever it is.
He ended up attending Baylor and getting his doctorate in physical therapy. So you understand there's regular physical therapists. Our physical therapist, Sean, prior service Marine, Olympic lifter stud, also trains jiu-jitsu. So he understands this scope of training. He's a higher echelon of care than your standard physical therapy. He's a doctor of physical therapy. Plus, he runs our strength and conditioning program, and he's just the best.
So when he came back to Austin, he was training at the gym where I got my black belt from, Paragon. And then when we were talking about a gym, we were talking about having some weights, I was like, let's get the boys back together.
Gotta have Sean.
Yeah, so Sean's there. And then our other partner, Zane, he is not here right now because he's filming an episode of NCIS, and he's actually going to be doing jiu-jitsu in the episode. So you better not fuck up, Zane. Yeah, but it is like a real testament to how awesome our gym is, just how awesome the people are, the partners. Everyone's got their role. Everyone knows what they're doing. Any confusion, butting heads, you're like, oh, you're doing this, now you're doing that. Oh, my bad. Cool, it's over. And then we just keep on kicking ass.
That's awesome. How do you do the programming for, the weightlifting, physical therapy, jiu-jitsu, adults class, beginners competition? Like, tell me about how you...
Well, when we were in build out, basically we were talking about like what we could do to get ahead of everything. And I was like, I'll make the website and get the lead form up. Zane, you're in charge of getting people in here. Vince, take a stab at curriculum. Sean, curriculum for physical therapy or for strength and conditioning. And like a few months later, it was all done. We had like a year built, and that's pretty much it, Yeah,
we forecasted it about a year out, with each person kind of taking a role in the main components of opening the gym. We're kind of like a Voltron.
Yeah.
Or a Power Rangers Megazord, maybe for the younger.
Yeah.
So everyone kind of...
Gundam Wing.
Yeah, and I just saw. You ever see the Gundam or have you seen that they have a giant one in Tokyo?
Oh, I think
it's like, I don't know how many stories, like 9 stories. It's huge, and it like lights up and moves around.
Yeah, my generation more like Voltron. Plus, there's like several components that come together and like form the unit to exact the goal.
Yeah, I'm Voltron, He-Man era, G.I. Joe, right here, man.
Let's go.
Yep.
Like 80 years old. No.
1800.
So martial arts journey. Love to know, obviously jiu-jitsu, but tell me about your journey, how you got into martial arts. And
Yeah, I was a big UFC fan, and I did like Kempo in middle school. Cool. I did Kempo in like middle school, and then in high school, I started doing mixed martial arts at a gym called Combat Fitness, a small gym in Concord, California. No one's ever heard of, but the head jiu-jitsu coach fought for 2 UFC weight class titles. He's the first person to ever do that. His name's Gil Castillo. Unfortunately, he ran into Matt Hughes in one of those. Matt Hughes is pretty good, so didn't win out of them, but he's a total stud. If you've ever seen the gif of the guy doing the rolling omoplata in an MMA fight, that is him. He's a total stud. And then the Muay Thai coach, there's this guy named George Sui, and he is a kickboxing coach, Muay Thai fighter. There's an old Fairtex poster with 5 people, and they're all wearing their belts. And he is one of the 5 on there. So if you know anything about Fairtex, that's like fucking Nike of Muay Thai. So 2 really, really good martial artists. And they had an awesome gym in Concord, California. Trained there, moved to San Diego, trained at Victory MMA for a while. Dean Lister, Jeff Glover, a bunch of other studs in and out of there. Jocko, before he was Jocko, was there at the time. Wow. He was just a giant, scary guy that was teaching kids classes. And I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. But now he's like the most famous military guy in the world. And then moved to Austin, was training at the UT Jiu-Jitsu Club. There I met some of the coaches from Paragon, and I went to Paragon Austin. I got my black belt there from Jose Portillo and Robert Dembeck.
You talked about getting the boys back together.
Yeah.
Right. You have this opportunity because your other gym where you were going just shut down or whatever. Was your immediate thing, oh, let's open our own thing? Or were you kind of like, where else are we going to train? You know,
I was training somewhere else. I was training Paragon, and then like when Vince was moving back, we were all just kind of like, man, let's do our own thing because like jiu-jitsu's blowing up. There's no gym on this side of the city, so like just from like a development perspective, you're like, this is one of the densest part of the city, and there's like everyone's like 26 years old, like they need a gym, you know. Like obviously there's like weightlifting gyms and stuff. There's no jiu-jitsu gym around here, so we're like, let's do it there.
Got it. What about the types of students in classes? Is it just adults, or do you have kids in here as well?
We started a kids program a few months ago. The guy that you met when he came in, James Miranda, he came to us and he was working at the front desk, training with us. And then he was like, I used to teach kids classes in New York. If you want to do a kids program, let's do it. And our other partner, Zane, he had kids and he wanted to start a kids program. And so that kind of like organically happened as well.
Got it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome Vince back.
Yes. The return of Dr. Barbosa.
Hello.
Martial arts?
Martial arts background, yeah.
Back in 2002, my cousin armbarred me at a family picnic.
Oh.
We almost knocked over the fish tank. In a fish tank in there. But I was like, what was that? I was like, that's an armbar. That's jiu-jitsu. And I was like, whoa, dude, I want to do that. I was like, yeah, dude, I want to go train. He made me beg him for like 3 weeks to go train. And eventually ended up training in Northern California in Sacramento, Castillo Wernick Jiu-Jitsu, shout out. Began training there, eventually got my blue belt there, and then I joined the military. I went through my military career, didn't train a whole lot. I was focusing on a lot of other things. And then when I got out, ended up training at Eastside Austin Elite. That was cool. We had Toby Imada doing MMA. And we even had like this CrossFit program. We had this MMA program. We had Jiu-Jitsu, even some Sambo guys there. It was very cool. And that was 2013 here in Austin. It seemed like a lot had changed. You guys knew the story where I moved and trained with Max Magar in Reno, Nevada. And then came back to Austin to reunite with the homies.
Nice.
Stand up this place.
Yeah, great. Just curious because I was never in the military, but when you walk into the military with the background, that's, martial arts background, is there application to what you're doing there? I mean, are you using it?
I think that especially with something as real and applicable as jiu-jitsu, there's a change in confidence once you've experienced this discipline, And you see it when folks come in and they're brand new, and you see it after a couple of weeks, they change, they become more confident, and they become more knowledgeable. It's really a transformational thing. It's one of the most fulfilling things for us to see. And like sharing grappling, submission grappling, and jiu-jitsu with people and how it elevates their quality of life. It's undeniable how transformational this discipline is. And so, Yeah, going into the military already with that knowledge and experience definitely, I think, gave me an edge. But it's just very fulfilling to see us sharing that with others, and it's just really a privilege to be able to do that.
I would love to drill down on that. Given you've only been open for a year only, but have you already seen some of that influence in some of the students and people and change of disposition, character or whatever?
Definitely. We have a fundamentals program that we do here. We have a track for the fundamentals for people that are right off the street who are like, I'm scared to do jiu-jitsu. And it should be inviting, accessible, and inclusive. So anybody can come in here with no knowledge of jiu-jitsu and immediately gain fundamental knowledge of the context and general understanding of the sport. So we're kind of fast tracking folks in no gi, like without the kimono. Traditionally, you start in the kimono and you learn some rudimentary fundamentals. We're kind of fast tracking folks to no gi jiu-jitsu and getting them to understand kind of biomechanics and physics of strangles and joint locks. And that's kind of innovative what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think sport's already pretty hard, like especially if you've never done martial arts before, you have to get like held down, slammed, choked, all that. And so it's our job to make it like not easy, but like accessible, easy to join and enjoyable. So you want to come back. Cause it's like, if you stick around long enough, you're going to spar and you're going to get bruised and you're probably going to get injured at some point if you stick around long enough. So we don't have to go out of our way to make it hard and like fuck new people up and like enforce them or whatever. It's like you're wrestling, you're going to get hurt, you're going to get injured. It's our job to make it fun and to teach you to get good as fast as possible so you can make it fun for someone else and we can all.
The first priority I think that we have identified is to prevent injury. So it's a high risk activity, And I think that our findings in the first year are that the injuries are highly mitigated. If you train smart and you put parameters on the movements, you can mitigate injury in a high risk sport. I think we've done a pretty good job of that. So we're introducing people into an avenue to increase their quality of life while mitigating injury. And it's just so fulfilling. It's the best thing to share with people.
I don't see, I visited gyms, jiu-jitsu gyms, Muay Thai gyms. What else have we done? Kickboxing gyms, regular weightlifting places and all. The fact that you have them both together is pretty intriguing because at least for me, as I got back into the sport, the fact that I got caught somewhere and I'm like, I couldn't pull my arm out. It motivates me when I'm in the gym just to like, I want to go do a pull to increase the strength, right? Like places I get caught. Yeah. Is that kind of the like inspiration of like merging them?
What's the quote you had? I think you'd said it to me before about, it's not necessarily a quote, but about having absolute strength for grappling. It's like absolute strength is the number one indicator of success for a wrestler.
Oh, yeah. So there's a book called Super Trainings by Yuri Verkhoshansky, and he's the guy that's known as the father of plyometrics. He did all the research on speed strength. If you're familiar with shock training, he like pioneered that. And he has this chart where he talks about like the attributes that most determine success like by sport. And if I'm remembering correctly, like wrestling is one of the only ones, if not the only one, where like absolute strength is like at the premium. Most other sports are like speed based, but in wrestling, you do have to be fast still, but you have to lock up, right? And so people that have just like that absolute grip, that super strength endurance, they can make it happen.
Transitioning from like an isometric control into like, how much can I flex my bicep to control this structure I'm connected to? Pretty cool. I learned that from you initially, and it's always stuck with me. I thought I'd bring it up right now. Thanks.
Yeah, that's really cool. And are you applying some of those to the program with the weights down?
If you talk about Sean's program, it's like we could be here for I don't know how long talking about the things he's employing with the program. It's specific sport training, but also general preparedness for combat sports and grappling, strength for grappling.
I think the biggest thing that like you see with like people when they want to start lifting weights to supplement sports is they're like, I'm going to do 5x5 or I'm going to do something with like super high intensity and super high volume.
Volume control.
Yeah, but we're coming at it from like these people don't want to do that. They want to do their other sport first. And so Sean did a really good job of creating generalized physical preparedness, like Vince is saying, that caters directly to the sport while also being relatively low volume such that you can do the volume up here. You know?
There's a lot of sport specific stuff integrated and woven in. You guys should really take a minute to look at the program. Is it available online?
Not yet. It is for our members.
For members,
Our members can access it in the portal. And I think Sean's
on Gymdesk.
On Gymdesk. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we use the content sections right there.
Great transition. Just curious, how did you find us?
So
We tried someone else first.
yeah, and we tried someone else, and they gave me my money back, so I won't name them. And they were actually very cool and very easy to work with. It was just like, hey guys, the sales call, you told me this, it's not doing that. I know your workaround, that's not working. Like, come on, dude, just like I'm 2 weeks into this. Like, give me my money back.
The pitch wasn't real.
Yeah. There was like a way to do it, and it was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. So the first company I worked for, we used MindBody, and then we ended up building our own point of sale system. And so I had a little bit of experience like looking at other point of sale systems. I didn't work on that project specifically. I don't want to take credit for something I didn't do, but like being relatively familiar with like what point of sale systems are supposed to do, it was pretty easy to like evaluate against other competitors. And I think I talked to Caden first. Yeah, shout out to Caden. That dude fucking worth his weight in gold.
Caden.
Yes.
He's in Austin.
I know. He's fucking good. But he was really easy to work with. And it was like, dude, give me this. And he's like, here it is. And I was like, cool. And everything that we wanted to do, we were able to accomplish. The only thing that we can't do yet is something that your product team is actually actively working on. So that's cool. And then the stuff that is like the pie in the sky is not specific to like gyms. So it's like, this is not necessarily doable yet. But everything that I have wanted has been accomplished by Gymdesk. Pricing's fair, really easy to use. Getting a website in with the product is super easy. Like, I think that it's really important for small business owners being able to just like press a button, the website's on. It's nothing fancy, but you don't really need anything fancy. You just need fucking schedule and the address, and people show up when they need class. So yeah.
Have you started leveraging the marketing automation?
A little bit, yeah. But we are pretty low marketing, you know? Like, we try to, like, as much as possible, we get hit up all the time, like, hey, can we film in your space? And like, we're like, we don't, like, you guys need our space. Our friends are having fun. Not like you guys, but like amateur videographers. We want to make content. Or like, we want to train. Like, we don't want to make content.
There's a lot of people requesting collaboration.
So like in trying, like, we don't give out our Wi-Fi password in here because we don't want people to be on their laptop. And keeping with that theme, we try to keep like the marketing automations and the emails like as minimum possible. So when you get something from us, you know it's important and it actually matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So we do use them a little bit, but we're trying to stay as low as possible so people can stay off their devices and come fucking train. Train.
Yeah. Awesome. Any favorite features for the product that you're like piece or that?
I mean, I think generally like having everything that you make in Gymdesk being able to automatically be like front end available on the website is very, very, very helpful, very effective. Like, not going to name any names, but there's other point of sale systems where they don't show the schedule that you make on the point of sale system. It's like, dude, this is one database. Like, why can't this just like, why can't this show somewhere? Why do I have to put a PDF of my schedule on my website? Why? Yeah. So it's just easy. That's like, generally it's just really easy to use.
Yeah. So you have a ton of background because you were literally doing spas or health related new build outs or openings or whatever, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
One of the most successful places doing that here in Austin.
Yeah.
Wildly.
Yeah. We were number one franchise on the Inc. 500 list at one point. Or we were the hottest franchise according to their terminology.
Okay. It's still in business now?
Yeah. Still in business.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Feel free to name them if you want.
Restore Hyper Wellness.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And so doing however many repetitions that you understand, like what patterns work, what's, when I'm starting a place and even how to run one.
Yeah.
For someone who wants to open their own gym, what advice do you have for them?
Every problem is a people problem. That's it. Like, if something's not getting done, you got the wrong person trying to do it. That's it. And with people problems, sometimes there's going to be like communication problems, but if you have the right person, you guys can solve through that just by talking. So it's always a people problem.
how do you solve for lack of experience or skill, but they're willing and want to, but they just can't?
I think that you have to like give people opportunities to prove themselves, and then like put tight parameters on their failing because people are going to fail as they try to get better. So it's like as if you're a business owner and you're trying to grow an employee, you like give them like something to do with relatively tight boundaries. So you're like, oh, I did the wrong thing. You're like, well, it's like you didn't disconnect our Stripe account, so it's like it doesn't matter.
Coming from a special operations background where I mentored a lot of soldiers, special operations guys, where there's a high degree of scrutiny, not everyone is prepared to engage with every role. And so I think it's important to identify who's prepared to do what. And maybe when some folks aren't prepared to be playing the role that you expected them to. So I think that's definitely coming to play when you're scrutinizing the right person for the right job.
Yeah, totally. And like
Sometimes they're not up to the excellent standard that you want for your gym that you're opening or your endeavor that you're undertaking.
Yeah. And like everyone has with their greatest weakness, they have their greatest strength too. So like they're good at something. So like if you like them and they're cool, like figure out something that is favorable to their skill set so that they can continue to grow. Yeah. But it's like Vince wrote the curriculum. He did a great job. I'm not going to write the curriculum over him, like, and I'm not going to ask him to work on the website or go to the bank. Like that's my job. And that's why we work so well. I'm not going to write strength and conditioning programming. Sean's going to do that,
Yeah. The right person in the
right person, right seat.
Right. That makes sense. So the serendipitous email that we got is I don't know if you know the backstory, but literally I was talking to Brian, who is our VP of marketing, and we had a business meeting that we set in Austin. And I said to him, all right, well, if we're going to go to Austin, let's go visit a customer because I love doing this. I've been doing this all over, right? And
yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's do that. He's like, let me do some research and I'll get back to you. And in like 30 minutes, I got your email. Like totally random. I'm like, dude, where is it? Who is this? Like one of these like phone spy things that's happening? It was
yeah.
So I was like, yeah,
I mean, he did work in the military.
Yeah. So yeah, it felt like, oh, we got to do this. And then obviously I saw the flow grappling, which was amazing. Really, really good expose for you guys. And you brought up a thing you're working on. I'd love to know more about that project. Like, tell us what's behind it, what's inspired you to do that, and all that.
Yes. So everyone, when they want to open a jiu-jitsu gym, they want to know how much it costs. And then along with that, when people are craftspeople, they don't necessarily have like the business experience to make a successful business out of that craft. And so putting together a like guide for how to like operationalize a gym, like kind of just like A to Z, and then also like a rough cost calculator so people can see what it costs, just like help people out. Like if they have questions for us, they can hit us up. Just it's kind of like a black box, and it doesn't really need to be a black box. And then like, yeah,
So you're literally just putting it out there for people, or are you putting a program together? Or
I don't know. We got to make it first. If it's one page, it's going to be out there. But if it's 100 pages, like this is a program.
Yeah.
Seems like progress is happening rapidly. Though we're getting it along. What we're look forward to doing.
Yeah, that's great. Well, this has been a really, really amazing experience, and I know you guys don't let a lot of people do this, so we're most grateful for allowing us to come in here.
Privilege. Thanks for traveling to come see us, guys. We're very grateful for your help, and it's been an awesome cooperation and collaboration with y'all. So
yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you very much.